Hey everybody, welcome to TForbesReviews, the show where I let you know what I thought about the movies, books, TV shows, and video games that mattered to me. It is once again time for TForbes 2 Review Community. This week's episode, Paranormal Parentage, was a return to a community's tradition of having a yearly Halloween episode, and this one was a good one. Now first off, because NBC decided to delay the premiere of this season, we're going to have the show's traditional holiday episodes at some really weird times this year. For example, this Halloween episode aired, funnily enough, on Valentine's Day. I think it's kind of a shame that these episodes were filmed so far in advance of knowing when they would actually be aired, because I think they could have done something really fun knowing that their Halloween episode was coming out on Valentine's Day. I think they could have done something good with that, but alas, it was not so. Anyway, for the most part, this year's Halloween special flowed great and provided a lot of laughs. We had everybody in funny costumes, Calvin and Hobbes, the boxer and the ring girl. My only complaint in that department was Shirley's Leia was too obvious. I thought, it was a tradition, her costume being incredibly ambiguous, but I guess it can only last for so long. They had a great set in the often talked about but never yet seen Hawthorne Manor. It was great to finally see the Scooby-Doo mystery homage that I'd been waiting for, because it's one of those things that you see in every sitcom at some point. My only complaint on that front is that this homage didn't seem as subtle as it's been in the past. I mean, it was very obvious that this was the Scooby-Doo episode. And I don't know, it just seemed forced. I don't know exactly what's wrong, but I know it wasn't quite right. All that said, it was definitely a good episode. Especially Troy, who I think was the standout of the episode. From the way he makes the word things hilarious to his failure to understand what exactly Pierce's special gym was, I was laughing the whole time. Even Gillian Jacobs' Britta was hilarious in this episode. I couldn't help but laughing when she proudly declared that calling for help was a classic call for help. Or her nonchalant reveal that she'd been locked up in worse places like this, although never against her will. There were so many things in this episode that made me laugh. They were hilarious, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they didn't come together perfectly. For me, the standout worst moment of the whole episode was when you got Shirley and Annie trying to, mime out that there are hands coming through the wall before Troy. It was forced. And it was stupid, and I didn't like it at all. There was a lot of back and forth in this episode between the strong and the weak moments. The eye-rolling scene with the hands would be balanced with a funny, Abed Cougar Town joke, or Jeff explaining that, not, aha, your dad is dead, aha, I figured out your plan. And yes, it was nice to see the surprise cameo from Pierce's half-brother Gilbert, although everybody yelling his name in unison was kind of weird, and seemed like an out-of-place moment. But still, Pierce and his brother had a good bonding moment, and that's always nice. I was a little disappointed that it's going to take at least another week for us to hear anything more about the whole Chang situation, and then this episode ends with Jeff calling his dad, so I don't know if I like the fact that every episode is a teaser for the future, but my reservations may just come from the fact that I'm impatient. Also, I wanted to take a minute to address something. I hear a lot of things that, the weaknesses in this episode or the first episode are, a result of, Dan Harmon being gone and NBC screwing with everything. I think that's kind of unfair to say, just because the last 3 seasons with Dan Harmon there, they weren't perfect seasons. And, in there were some great episodes, but there were also some serious, missteps. So I feel like it's a little bit of nostalgia. You're looking back and you're thinking that his time was perfect when it wasn't. So these episodes, if he hadn't been gone, if he'd been on and we'd gotten these same 2 episodes, I don't think that they would have been any better necessarily. Maybe made different mistakes, but I think there would have still been small little missteps, and that it happens. Nothing is ever perfect. So do you guys agree with me? What do you think? Let me know. Post down in the comments. Did you like the episode? Did you not like the episode? What are you looking forward to in the future? I'm interested in hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite if you really liked it. Post a comment down in the thing in the bottom. And I'll see you guys next time.